songs on the radio. This could be magical. Whoa, this could be magical.
Hello and welcome to Come Crochet with Heather. Thank you for joining me in my inaugural live stream. I'm so excited to be here. First of all, I'm going to just briefly talk about why I'm here. Then I'm going to say hello to the chat, my wonderful chat people who have joined me today. Okay, so my name is Heather. Welcome to my channel, Come Crochet with Heather. If you have a passion for crochet, you are in the right place. If you are a beginner, an intermediate, or even a veteran, I hope that you're in the right place. We can all learn from each other, and I can learn from you and you can learn from me, and hopefully it's going to build a wonderful crocheting community. If crochet is not your thing, then you're probably in the wrong place. You'll probably find it very boring. So, but never mind, unless of course you're a friend of mine and you want to support me, that's okay too. And you don't have to like crochet. My friends don't have to like crochet to support me. If you enjoy seeing projects come to life right before your very eyes, you are also in the right place. And I thank you for being here, and hopefully I'm going to have lots of projects for you to come and have a look at and watch me learn, and hopefully you can learn something as well along the way. You never know. I'd like to say hello to all that fluff and stuff and the wonderful Drew's Adventures. Thank you for joining me. You'll probably be the only two that will be in the chat today. I'm not gonna stay here for very long. I'm just gonna do a little introduction of myself for my channel, and I won't take up too much of your time. So next week we can get straight into the project that I am planning. Now, so I started crochet about 3 or 4 years ago. Oh yay, I'm glad you like crocheting, Fluffy. That's awesome. Thank you. You're in the right place then. Oh, pardon me. Oh, too much coffee. So I started crocheting about 3 or 4 years ago, and I really enjoyed it, but circumstances beyond my control actually forced me to lose my passion for it. But I've recently refound the passion again. In actual fact, thanks to Fluffy, she helped me reinvigorate my passion for crochet. And we did a couple of live streams. We did a... Oh, geez, I'm going to have to shut this down. We did a couple of live streams where we actually created a project, and I really enjoyed that, and that actually helped me with my passion, to regain my passion again. So in the immediate sort of time frame over the next few months, I want to start perfecting the basics, like the crochet, the counting, the double crochet, the single crochet, creating a straight seam, and perfecting those so that I can move on to more intricate patterns and projects, because I've seen some amazing patterns lately, absolutely amazing patterns, and I'd love to do, but I just don't feel like I've got the confidence at the moment to do them successfully. So yeah, it's all about, for me, perfecting the basics and moving forward step by step, and hopefully you'll enjoy me learning these as I go, and maybe you can join too, because I do intend to put the pattern up that I am working on, and if you feel like you would like to learn with me or do the pattern as I go, feel free to do so, and I can give you homework, give you tasks to do during the week like Fluffy gave me, or you can finish your tasks early. And yeah, that's about it. I guess in 5 years' time, you know, somewhere in the future, I'll be perhaps doing tutorials and little, you know, crochet shorts. But at the moment, I'm just going to stick to the live streams and the shorts promoting the projects that I have done already, or intend to do in the future, and just show off how, I guess, how my performance goes. Key performance indicators. Do a single crochet in 10 minutes. Oh dear, I feel like I'm babbling. I'm lost for words. I've never been known to be lost for words, but here we are. And yeah, just keep improving and seeing myself improve, and hopefully we can learn from each other. You know, that would be amazing, and help me decide what projects I might do in the future. What do you reckon? Does that sound good to you? Sounds amazing to me. At the moment, I've got 14 subscribers from 6 shorts that I put out, which is great, and I'm hoping the more shorts I put out, the more live streams I do, that will hit the algorithms and possibly make me a YouTube sensation. Who knows? But there's lots of talented people out there, and I hope one day I shall be one of them, and I can make it. Oh yes, absolutely. Thank you, Drew. Sorry, I'm not really reading the chat at the moment. I'm trying to get my spiel out. So, I'm trying to remember. I've got everything written down on a notepad on my desktop, and to make sure that I get everything that I need to say out, which I think it is. Now, I don't want to be shared on YouTube, please, unless you're a channel that is specifically a crochet channel. Please don't share me out. I want my subscribers to be purely viral, purely organic. Maybe only in the community tab. Certainly not on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. I prefer to keep this channel completely within the YouTube circles and algorithms. Now, I do have another channel. It is called Come Hither with Heather, where I do some urban exploring. I explore interesting places, abandoned places, and I do a little bit of paranormal investigating as well. So if you'd like to join that channel, you're more than welcome. I don't mind promoting that. But if you're not interested in that, that's fine. You don't have to join that either. But I'm glad you're all here to help me along with this project and this new channel. I'm hoping that I've got some amazing content coming up for you in the very near future. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm using OBS, and I'm hoping you can hear me well and clearly. It looks like you can, because Drew's just writing message after message. Yes, thank you, Fluffy. A onesie? No. Maybe, I don't know. And I'm just going to swap scenes now, and just to see how well this is going to look when I do my first live next week. Now, one of the reasons I did start this channel is because I'm not a very concentration type person, and unless I specifically can find a way to spend an hour or so crocheting, it probably won't happen on a regular basis. So I thought, well, if I can just do it live, then woohoo. Oops. Yes, that's a fluffy woohoo. If I can do it live, that'll force me to, or encourage me to routinely sit down and crochet for an hour or an hour and a half. And I don't mind people watching me while I do that. And again, hopefully, so I'm going to go to the other seam. So this is my other seam. Alright, it leaves a little bit to be desired, but I think it will do its purpose. Okay. Oh, Fluffy's having cake and ice cream. Now, does that... Right, I'll move that. Oh, there's my coffee cup. You don't want to see my... It's empty, unfortunately. Fluffy's having cake and ice cream. Bloody bitch. Oops. I don't know if I should be swearing on my new channel, crochet channel. So let's have a look. There's my hook. Okay, so you can see on the left, is it the left-hand side for you people as well, or is it just the left-hand side for me? On the left-hand side, you can actually see the pattern. And that's the materials that you'll be requiring. I won't be using the blue. I'll be using different colours, and that's why I'm not starting my actual tutorial this week, because I haven't received the colours that I've ordered, but I'm sticking to a grey and an off-white, and I'm using a different colour, and I'm using slightly different wool. I haven't used this wool before, so I don't know how chunky it's going to be, and I'm not going to be doing the fluffy ends like I did on the last one. I'm just going to, I might learn a new border or something, do a different border. I don't like the chunky ends, so I'm just going to start crocheting and see, let me know if this works for you in terms of if you can see, or do I need to create a better space for the camera now. Why is that? Okay, so here we go. As you can see, I've already got my knot done. I'm like, and it's been a while since I've used. It's been a while since I've used chunky wool like this, so it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. But here we go. I did have the camera on the other side, but I'm thinking the camera on this side is better. So I'm going to start off by chaining 20. And I can't count in my head. 1. Oops. Now that wall needs to sit maybe over there. 1. Let's see how we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have to actually have my wall on the table. There's got to be a better way to do this. I might figure something out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, there's my chiming clock. 13, 14. Oopsie. 15. 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Now I have to do, the thing says multiples of 10 plus 3, so I'm going to chain 3 more. 1, 2, 2, 3. Now I don't want this to be a tight blanket, I want it to be quite loose and comfortable. Right, so then we go, some chains are looser than others, but that's okay. So we're doing the 4th chain from the hook. So that's 1, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll do a double crochet in the 4th chain of the hook. And I'll move the crochet, I'll move the pattern down for next week. 4th chain from the hook. Right, and I've forgotten how to do a double crochet because I've been doing single crochets for a long time. In the next 4 stitches, so that's 1, this will be 2, oh, again, this will be 2, and then we'll go 1, 2, then we've got 3 and 4. This is actually quite an easy pattern. It's just getting the first 2 rows correct, and once the first 2 rows are done, that's it. It's just your rows repeat with the change of colour. So that's the first, so there we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. Now the ends have 5 stitches, the middle have 4 stitches each. So the middle has 4, the ends have 5. And that will be the standard pattern for the whole, throughout the whole thing. So to make the chevron part, or the wavy part, we're gonna skip 2 and double crochet in the 3rd loop down, and then we double crochet. Oops. Oh, it has been a while since I've used chunky yarn. Oh, it's slipping and sliding everywhere. I'll have to practice this much before next week. 1, 2, 1. 2. People make this look so, and that's the other thing I like about my channel. People make it look so professional and so easy that it's really, really like difficult for beginners to gain the confidence to do this, because it's not easy. Again, it's because people are so talented and good at editing. They make it look so easy. And it can be quite off-putting, so I want to be one that encourages beginners specifically, and encourages, you know, intermediates and seasoned crocheters to sort of remember what it's like when they begin. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So that, it's a double crochet, Fluffy. I keep forgetting it's a double crochet, because I've been doing single crochets for such a long time with everything that I've done. So that's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we chain 2, 1, 2. What I'll do is I'll go into the pattern, I'll move the pattern down. Where's the pattern? There it is. Now I can interact. This is what I love about OBS. You can actually interact with the screens that you're working on. So there's the actual pattern. Okay, so can you see that now? Can you see everything properly? Come crochet. No, the Come Crochet doesn't have a Patreon, and I really shouldn't have that down because it's only a Patreon for my urban exploring. But that's alright. I might actually set up a crochet Patreon as well. Once I've got my channel once I've settled into my channel, so I might take the Patreon down for the next live stream. So we've chained 2. I don't know if you can see that. We've chained 2, and now we're going into the very next stitch, and we're doing 4 double crochets into the next 4 stitches. So remember that the outside of the blanket has 5 double crochets in 5 stitches. Each of the sections or waves in the middle of the blanket has 4 double crochets in a row, and then you skip 2 and then you chain 2. That's 1, 2, 2, 3. Again, I'm going to have a little bit of a problem with the chat, but we'll work out ways. 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. One and 2. Okay, so that's our 4, 4, 4, and then what we do is we just chain 2. So now we're going to skip 2. So that's 1, 2, and we're going to double crochet into the 3rd loop along the chain. And that's going to be 5 because this is the end of the blanket. So we should have 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. See, I can count. 3 double crochets. Who do I sound like? To count. So that's 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now, this is 4. There must be right, let me count just to make sure that I'm doing this right. So I'm thinking there might be 2 double crochets at the end. 1, 2. So that's, so we've got our first chain 3, which is our first crochet, first double crochet. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that makes 5. Then we've skipped 2, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We've chained 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've skipped 2, have we? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. The pattern's too small for me to see, so I'm just going to assume that there's 2 double crochets in the last chain at the end. But I'll check the pattern later. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull that up. So as you can see, we've already got a 1/2 inch of rug, and we've already got the wave pattern happening there. How does that look? There we go. You can see the wave already starting to happen. So you've got down, up, down, up. So if we had 20 chains, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, that's 21. I don't know what the hell I've done. Oh dear. Hang on. The pattern did say the 4th. Oh, hang on. That's the chain. The 4th chain from the thing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it goes 1, 2, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right for some reason. Let's count the chains. Does that seem right to it? Does that seem right to anyone else? Oh, hang on, no, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23. Or is it this side? I should have counted this side. Oh, yeah, 23. Yep, that's right. What have I done here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, I was right. I was right, yes. I got it right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh. I don't want to frog it because I know I got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th hook. So that's not the thing. That's the 4th hook. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 2 in the last one makes 20. There you go, I did it right. All good, I'm happy now. Hello Dee, how are you? Right, I got it right. Cool. And of course then we turn the yarn over, and next week I think we'll go on to part. Oh no, I'll just do this as a quick. This is a quick tutorial. Turn it over, and I'll just do the last. The second row, and then it's. Right. Okay, then it's double crochet, 5. No, what is it? It's 1, 2, chain 2, double crochet, 4. So we've just chained 2. We're double crocheting into the next 4. 1. 1, 1, 1, 2. Oh shit, no, I fucked it up. Because what we're doing is we're double crocheting into the back stitch. That's to give it the extra bumpiness. So instead of crocheting in the stitches, we're actually going to give it texture and crochet into the back stitch. So we put the loop through just one loop at the back of the rug, like that. Okay, so we go yarn over. And we back loop it. I don't know if there's a phrase for that. Backs, so that's 1. And it gives it extra texture, and I'll show you what it looks like in a moment. But it does. I wondered what the hell this is going to look like. But the last time I did it, it looked amazing. And I'm still trying to do single crochets. So just remember the ends have 5 in a row, and the middle ones have 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 5. Right. Then, oops. Once we've got our 5, then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. We do the opposite to what we did before, I think. This is the top, yeah. And then we're going to go 1, 4 double crochets into the next chain, next 4 chains. So there's no spaces, no gaps. We're not skipping. We're just going straight on in the back loop. Now I hope this is getting caught on camera. I'm sure Fluffy will ring me and Drew will ring me later and tell me how it went as a person watching this. 1 and 2. It's 1, 2. Then we do this. 1, 2. Oh Dee, I got your message. I'm going to have a look at that. As soon as this tutorial is over, I'm going to watch that video. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for thinking of me. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay, I did that wrong. maybe I don't chain. Oh no, yeah, if I chain 2, that means I skip. No. I know what I did wrong. Sorry, it's the exact same pattern as before. We don't go opposite. We do the same one. So what I do is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because here I skip 2, I have to skip 2 up here. So that's 1, 2, and work into the 3rd chain of the hook. Third chain along. And that's 4 double crochets into the back loop of the project, of the blanket. Oh. I don't know about this new channel of mine, Fluffy, D, Drew. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Have I bitten off more than I can chew? 4. Now, this is the interesting bit, right? And this is why I knew that I went wrong, because I remember this from last time. The 4th stitch, so we've got 3 stitches here. We're at this hump. Now, the 4th stitch actually goes into the hole. The 4th stitch goes into the hole like that. And that's your double crochet. Then we do our two single crochets, right? And the start of the next lot of 4 also goes into the hole, into the gap, right? So that's 1. So this is where the difference is. And then the next 3 goes into the back loop of the next 3 stitches. One, two, and 3. So that's our 4, 3. Right, so that's our 4. Alright, then, so see how that's coming along? See how it's going to have the texture, you've got that little ridge? And when you turn it over, like, we're going to do the back, so that's going to be an indent, out, in, out, in, out, in. So then we skip 2 chains, and then we do 5 on the rest. So we skip 2 and then we finish up the row with 5. 1, and I do believe that it's 2 double crochets in the last 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, and there's the last one. 3. Yeah. Oh, it's a bit slippery. Oh, hang on. Okay, so 3. This yarn hasn't kept very well. I can't even work out what side's supposed to be up. And this is 5. Or is it 4? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I need to do one more in the same loop. 5. And there we have it. You'd be going cross-eyed. I think I already am. Okay, now I hope that evens itself out, but there you go. That's the beginning of our pattern. What do you think of that? Do a close-up. And that's the end. And that's the other end. Oops. How does that look to everyone? Does that look fabulous? Alright, so this is my practice run. I should be getting... Oh, hello Isabel Rose. Should that be down a bit? You can see my dishes I haven't done. There we go. So there we go. That's the first 2 rows with a very, very, very long tail. And it's going to be perfect, but I'll just wait for the colours to come in. In the meantime, I'm going to keep practicing just to make sure I get this right. And hopefully it's going to look fabulous. Yeah, so what else? Are there any questions at all? No questions? No? Well, that's all right. I'm going to leave it there. If you want to join me next week and crochet along with me, there's the pattern up there. You can always come back to the video and check out the pattern and see my quick tutorial. I'm not going to stick to the pattern. I'm actually going to do, instead of, it recommends 80, I'm actually going to do 140 chains. Whatever chains you do it in multiples of 10 plus 3. To make the chevron, that creates the chevron pattern. Holes are good. Holes keep the warmth in. It's meant to have holes, Fluffy. I'll show you the... I don't know if you can see... Exactly. I don't know if you can see that, but see how that's got holes in it? If I were to enlarge, and that is on at 61% at the moment. So if I show you that, see how the holes are? That's just the way it is. Now down to 61%, 80, 70, 58. Oh, no, I don't want 33. 67, that will do. That's right, can you see that properly? There we go. Cool bananas. Oh, hello, Intrepids. We have a live stream that is just about to shut down. Thank you for joining us. I will go in and make you a U&D super mods. Fuck it. Why not? You're going to be... Oh, I was just about to remove Fluffy as a managing moderator. Add as moderator, managing moderator. And where's Dee Dee? Dee Dee, do you know, Dee, this is hilarious. Add as moderator. And managing moderator. You four can be my managing moderators. The most hilarious thing that I see on my phone, I haven't changed it yet, is somehow I entered your phone number as Dee Dee. And that's the phrase I used to say to my dogs when it was their nighttime toilet. Outside for Dee Dee's. And every time I see your name come up, I think of those moments. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for joining me. I do appreciate your support. In future, Thank you, Fluffy. Yeah, I like the SLS dance too. I hope others enjoyed it as well. It was great. I just had to share that as a separate video. But yeah, thank you all. Thank you for joining me. I hope everything was set up well enough that you could see properly, and I was explaining things properly, and you could see where I was going. You know, whatever feedback you've got would be helpful. If I need to change anything, please let me know. But if everything's fine the way it is, I must put little marks on my table now so I can put things exactly where they belong when I have to do this again. Look lovely. Show us your outfit of the day. Actually, you're seeing my outfit of the day. I'm only outfitted from the waist up. So there you go. So if I need to just like do this, I can still do this and show people in a bigger screen if I need to. So I can just swap it out as and when I need. But yeah, that's it. It's looking good. I haven't lost my knack, and I reckon I've already improved, even though I've forgotten half the stitches. So I'm excited. Are you excited for this new adventure of mine? I'm excited. I don't know. I may have bitten off more than I can chew, but perhaps it might do all right after all. I feel like I should be wearing false eyelashes, but never mind. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you next week when I get started on the project proper. And if you want to join me, please feel free to look back on this video, grab your bits and pieces that you may need, such as wool, yarn, yarning needles and scissors, and we can do this crochet rug together. Meanwhile, keep smiling, make the world wonder what you've been up to, and have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday night. And those of you who have to go to work tomorrow, enjoy. Oh, now I've got to work out how to turn this off. How does one... Oh, here we go. Stop streaming. I think I need an outro as well to tell people the streaming stopped. But that's all right. I shall get something organised. Okay, hooroo.